Good morning from this beautiful, gloomy, rainy, cold Monday morning. It is right at the top of the hour of 9 o'clock, and we are here at the gym to get our workout on before we go into work today. Today I work 2 to 10, but I just want to come in here like I always do before I go in the gym to procrastinate and just kind of chit-chat with y'all for a little bit. Also, I totally got dressed and ready for the gym, but I didn't even like redo my hair. Like, this is still like my nappy bed head from last night, but it's okay. It's about to get thrown around anyways because we've got some heavy deficit deadlifts. I have a love-hate relationship with deficit deadlifts. They're not necessarily hard, they're just kind of awkward, and the heavier in weight obviously you go in it, I just feel like, I don't know, I guess that is the definition of hard. I feel weak with doing them. I feel weak doing them. I guess that's the definition of hard, so maybe they are just really hard. They're meant to be harder is what I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I have a love-hate relationship with them, so that's what we have today. Program, the very first main lift of today's workout. I think I'm supposed to do like work up to a max of three reps, I believe. Either way, we'll get in there and we'll get warmed up and see how it goes. Also, I'm just procrastinating because I have my seat warmers on because it's freezing outside. It's like 45 degrees outside, and I'm like, have like a sauna going on in my truck right now, and I have my seat warmers on. I'm just enjoying them warming my bums, you know, getting my body all warmed up for the workout. Either way, so just a little update. If y'all haven't been following me on Instagram, I highly recommend that y'all do, because I pretty much do somewhat of daily, every other day update. It's just kind of like a way to like keep up with me of, I don't know, if you like enjoy my workouts or things that I eat, or I share also a lot of just like scripture and like devotional stuff. So I would highly recommend you follow me on Instagram if you don't already. But either way, for those of you who did see me last week, I hit like a new like gym PR. I say new gym PR, and I mean like in the past like 2 years, is I had such a good workout week last week. Like, it's probably one of the best workout weeks I've had in a really, really long time, where I went into my workouts just like full of energy, motivated, intentional. I really pushed myself, and I did something that I hadn't seen in a very, very long time. I pulled 280 pounds of a conventional deadlift for 1 rep. My PR in a meet is 285. And I think 280, either 280 or 285 is my all-time PR in the gym, I believe. I cannot remember if I've ever done one where I've pushed for 290, because a lot of times like your meet PRs are not necessarily the most weight you've ever lifted. It just, you know, a meet PR is different than like a gym PR. But either way, I was super excited that I pulled 280 for pretty fairly easy. It was kind of ugly, but it was a pretty easy pull, and honestly, that was only at like 95%. If I would have given it like 100%, I probably could have pulled like 290 or 295, and that would have been like an all-time PR for me for sure. So that was my biggest accomplishment last week. I was so excited for that. It's just kind of kept my motivation. So I worked out Monday through Thursday last week. I've been doing like an average 4-day split anyways, and that's what I have programmed for this week. So I did it Monday through Thursday, got it done. Like, all my workouts were just felt strong and very successful. And then the weekend, we had a packed weekend. Cody and I actually attended the marriage conference at our church, the Church of the Highlands. And I say marriage conference for those of you who are asking, like, oh, y'all aren't married, why are y'all going? It's for engaged couples too. So it's like for engaged couples, newlyweds, or people that have been married like 50 plus years. But it was such a great time. We loved it. I freaking loved it. I love Church of the Highlands so much. Like, I'm so happy to be a part of the church family. You know, they really truly value just happy, healthy, Christian, and Christ-like centered marriages, and I'm just all for that. And it was such a great experience, just, you know, really enjoying like 2 days at my church with couples that I have known or couples that I met, spending quality time with each other, eating lots of great food. We enjoyed the speakers that came, and just kind of just refocusing on, you know, areas in our relationship that we need to, you know, focus on or do better on, or, you know, just kind of learning more about each other that we may not have, you know, known, or maybe we've kind of forgotten or taken for granted, but really just working towards serving each other and just being a better team, a better partnership, and really focusing on Christ and the Lord being the center of our relationship. So It was a great experience. I loved it so much. I cannot say enough how much I love Church of the Highlands, and I'm so blessed for it to be a part of my life. And it was just a really great weekend. Obviously, it was my weekend off from work, so that's always a blessing in itself. But I love weekends that are like really bring just like fulfillment to my heart and my soul this way. And I say this all the time, but like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait till my next job where I don't have to work weekends, or very limited weekends at that, or like working those Sundays. So I can do more stuff like this. It just brings me so much happiness and fulfillment. I don't know, I just look forward to that. And I'm telling you, 2020 is going to be my year for a freaking breakthrough in my career. I just know it's coming. Like the next step, the next journey, the next chapter, whatever it is, the next door is going to open in 2020. I just have this feeling. I have this feeling. Okay, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but I just have so much like faith and just like assurance, like 2020 is going to be my year that I finally escape corporate retail. And I just, you know, I step into like another job opportunity where it just brings more like work-life balance to me, and just more happiness, and just something more that like I'm looking forward to, or I don't even know how to say it. And as always, I'm getting off on a tangent. I don't even know why. I've got to get in here and get my workout on. Maybe because my pre-workout's kicking in and I just can't shut up. So that's what we're going to do right now. It was a great week last week. It was a fantastic weekend, and I'm looking forward to this week. Today is Monday. Love-hate relationship. It's a new day, a new beginning of the week. So we are renewed. We're going to keep the positivity up. We're going to get in here and kill this workout and enjoy the rest of our morning before we have to get ready to go to work for the night. I'll see y'all in the gym. Y'all, look where I left them. Right where I left them. Somebody's being lazy on this rainy Monday morning too. Aren't you, Slater Meters? You are so precious. I love you. Woo! I'm so thirsty. And water is just so refreshing. As I was craving, I didn't bring my water bottle with me to the gym. I just had my BCAAs, but once I drank those. I did a little bit of the stair stepper, like 10 minutes of the stair stepper or stairmaster after my workout, and then I stretched for a little bit. But I was so freaking thirsty, all I kept thinking about, I can't wait to get home to get back to my water bottle. Because I was just craving water. Water is by far my favorite and like only choice of beverage, really. Anyways, look at this hair. I really did a number on my hair today in the gym. Like, it is so wacky. And I sweated so much that I had sweat like pouring my eyeballs, and they're still like stinging. I think they're still like a little red too, because like I had sweat just in my eyeballs and they were burning. It's still just nasty and rainy outside, and I do work today, and I had every intention of taking like a full-on shower, like washing my hair and doing it, but I think I might stretch it like another day, just of course fix it up with a little bit of dry shampoo and whatnot. What's the point of washing it when it's just gonna get rained on? And it's supposed to be pretty the rest of the week, so I might just wait till tomorrow morning to wash it. And you know, that's just the true life of a full-time fit pharmacist. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. This is, you know, this is true life. We stretch our hair as long as we can go. We'll just make it look professional, but why waste a perfectly good shower when it's just gonna get ruined by the rain anyways? You know what I'm saying? All right, we are going to, actually had every intention of making like some protein waffles when I got back home, but I wasn't sure like what time I was actually going to be getting home. And it is actually 11 o'clock right on the dot. I guess I'll just go ahead and like make lunch as my post-workout. Probably going to do some barbecue chicken and some sauteed kale. And I guess for my carb source, I'll do just some plain white rice, because I don't think I have anything else other than rice as like a simple plain carb source. So that's what we're gonna do, and I'll show you all the end product. Okay, here is lunch. We've got 75 grams of just plain white rice, a little spritz of, I can't believe it's not butter, about 65 to 70 grams of sauteed kale with a little bit of olive oil, garlic, some red pepper flakes, and a little spritz of lemon, and then 4 ounces of shredded chicken that I cooked up in the crock pot last night, and then I put 2 tablespoons of this sugar-free barbecue sauce on top, and this is going to be a delicious nutritional lunch. Real quick before I get ready to go to work, I wanted to show y'all what I'm packing for the rest of my meals to take to work, because I know that's something that y'all are always interested in. So for like the main meal that I'm going to be taking to work, I've got 3 ounces of ground beef, a little bit of reduced fat Mexican shredded cheese, like half a serving of that, and I've also got half of one of these holy guacamole packets in here, so not a whole one, but I took half of that and I mixed it in with the meat. And then for toppings, I put a serving of this hot sauce, really actually 2 servings of this Taco Bell hot sauce. The entire thing is 0 calories. This stuff is delicious if you love Taco Bell, or if you love their sauces. They do sell them in the full bottles at the grocery store. So I drizzled a little bit of this on top. And then this is my favorite green salsa, this brand. A serving is only roughly less than, I think that says, what does that say? Oh yeah, less than like 1 carb. But I did 2 servings, so I did 30 grams. So it's roughly giving me about 2 to 3 carbs in there. So that just adds a nice little kick and a nice delicious touch on top. And then what I did is I packed my shredded lettuce separately. This is about 50 grams of just regular shredded iceberg lettuce. The reason why I did that is because at work I will actually heat this mixture up in the microwave, and then I will add my lettuce to it. So I don't want to have it mixed in there already, because no one likes hot lettuce, or at least I don't. So I pack it separately so I can just add it later after I do heat up my meal. It doesn't look that aesthetic, but it's so delicious. I mean, it's kind of like when you go to Chipotle and you get all the toppings and you mix it all up, but then you don't eat like half your bowl and then you put it in the refrigerator to save for the next day. That's kind of the same concept here. So that's gonna be like a main meal. And then for snacks, as always, I love these Premier proteins. They're just so easy and convenient. They're fully packed with 30 grams of protein. They have a whole list of great ingredients and vitamins added to them. Super low carb, low fat, and they taste delicious. It's really hard to find a prepackaged protein that tastes delicious. Besides first form powder proteins, this I just love to have on hand because you don't have to worry about, having a shaker and then having a dirty shaker to come home to and wash. And it's just easy and convenient. When you drink it, you just throw it away in the trash can. You don't have to worry about it. I love these Del Monte Fruit Naturals no sugar added grapefruit cups. Perfect size portion of grapefruit. Again, the no sugar added. The no sugar added is super sweet already. So just the natural sweetness of the fruit that you already get. I love these. These are nice and convenient. They're usually like $1 for $10 or 10 for $10 at the grocery store. So I usually get like 5 to 10 of these and just always eat those throughout the week. I've showed this before. This is a Verb Energy Bar. It's the gingerbread flavor. It's a limited time flavor that they had. They brought it out in the holidays, but they have been continuing it. This is my favorite flavor because I love anything ginger or ginger snap or just cinnamon, nutmeg, any of that stuff. And it's so good. It has a nice little kick to it. And these bars have as much caffeine as an espresso and only 90 cal. So other than this, it's just a fun little pick-me-up snack to have. There's really not like hardly any protein in there. It's not a whole lot of fat. It's more carb. I think it's like 15 or 18 carbs. So it's not like the best nutritional bar, but it's a great little pick-me-up snack to have. So I've got one of those. And then I've got 30 grams of some dark chocolate almonds. I know this doesn't look like a lot, but seriously, that's 30 grams, and that's about 11 grams of fat, about 18 carb, and about 3 to 5 grams of protein. So just another little sweet snack to have. I usually have chocolate every day in my diet, so my fats are a little bit low, so this is a perfect addition. It's dark chocolate, and it's got some healthy fats with the almonds, so this would be a good little treat to have. So that's basically what I'm taking to work. I may actually have yogurt at the end of the day, like when I get home this evening after 10. The reason why I'm not going to take it with me is because lately I've been taking my yogurt and strawberries with me, but work has been nuts and crazy, and I've been so backed up on eating that I forget or I just don't eat my yogurt at the end of the night because it's already time for us to leave the pharmacy, and then I come home and then I either forget it at work or I just don't eat it at home. So I'm just not going to bring it, and if I happen to think about it, I will eat it. It's not that big of a deal. I pretty much have hit my macros for the day. It's just an additional, just extra protein and carbs that I could increase if I wanted to today, but it's not that big of a deal. Just an example of something else that I would usually bring. Also, to talk about this meal that I'm bringing today, so if you notice, this really doesn't have any carbs, and I'm just beefing it up with some lettuce. I'm doing the same thing with this meal for my Wednesday. So I went ahead and meal prepped this meal for the next 3 days of work. But for Wednesday, since I open and I will be going straight to the gym after I get off work, I beefed this one up with some rice. So I did actually add a half a serving of the Uncle Ben's Ready Rice, the original, which is about 75 grams that I added to here just to add some extra carbs into my day, just to give me some extra fuel to get my workout on Wednesday afternoon when I do leave work. So this one is basically, it's the same exact version of that. I just added rice to it. And I'll probably still add lettuce on Wednesday to this too, but it's just an extra beefed up meal just to give me some extra energy for my workouts. And that's that. I'm going to clean these dishes up, and then I've got to hurry up and get ready because it's almost 1:05 and I gotta be at work at 2. All right, we have cleaned up a little bit. We just put our hair in a ponytail, a little bit of dry shampoo, we put a face on, we look alive, we look ready, or we look like we're about to go hunting in the woods, I don't know, but we're ready for Monday at the pharmacy. So not only does it suck working a Monday in retail pharmacy, but it extra sucks when you have to close a Monday in retail pharmacy, because usually 9 out of 10 times when I walk into the pharmacy in the afternoon to close, you never know what you're walking into, and usually there's always some sort of just like chaos and mess that has to be cleaned up, and there's always just a race for time to like not be so far behind because of so far behind that you are, and there's just so much things that need to be done that did not get done, and I don't know if I hate working nights worse or working weekends worse, because they're pretty equally as bad. I almost think nights is worse than working every other weekend, honestly, at this point. But also, to add on to that, our pharmacist hours have been cut, so we no longer have mid-shift pharmacists or overlap. So there's that, which adds to the more of the unsafe chaos environment that we already have. And then also, I didn't mention this in my other videos, but one of my technicians has had a baby and she's gone on maternity leave, which we're so happy for her, but she was one of our main full-time technicians. So that was a huge void of us trying to find somebody to cover her full-time shift. We found somebody, however, they are brand new. They are a baby to the pharmacy world, so they are having to be trained from the ground up. And she still requires lots and lots of training. Obviously, being a technician or a pharmacist is an ongoing, training and education, and just how pharmacy changes so rapidly. You can never get comfortable in pharmacy because it's always changing. There's always something new to learn. So she's still very much new and in training. So there's a lot of our limited help that we have is having to step aside or, be interrupted to go help train her, which of course that comes with hiring a new person, but man, it just adds to even more stress. But anyways, what I was getting at with that, so she is out sick. There is another technician that I think is trying to leave because she apparently is really sick as well, perhaps with the flu too. There's some other people in the store up front that we kind of have as backup when needed. 2 people have already called out, so it looks like a fun Monday that I'm about to walk into and a fun week ahead because these people are going to be out for a few days. And just for the already lack of help that we already don't have, to have what little of our skeleton crew just, be dropping like flies, it's not a good day. It's not a good thing. So I'm just trying to be positive and just do what I can so I don't harm or kill anybody. That's always my #1 goal and what I pray for every day, but I'm gonna have to pray extra hard on that because it's gonna probably be a rough week. So I'm gonna try to anticipate the worst so it doesn't end up being that bad. No, that's counterintuitive, and I don't know if that's really considered being positive or, pessimistic, but, it kind of works. So just go in expecting the worst, and it may not be as bad as you expected, right? I'm going to close out the video here. Say an extra prayer. I pray for anyone who has to work in any type of environment that we work in as a retail pharmacist, but say a little extra prayer for the retail pharmacists out there, especially for my pharmacy here in Auburn, Alabama, because it's about to be a rough couple of days. But we'll get through it. We always do. You just have to stay positive and optimistic and just keep a smile on your face. So thank you for joining me on this Monday morning, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all. Have a wonderful week.